I was kind of like, woohoo, let's do this. Wow, there's the sort of 10 of cups. Man, you are gonna like hit the jackpot kind of stuff. Hi, I'm Matt from Tummy Tarot. Welcome to another 10 Talk Tuesday. So today I want to ask you, how old is too old to be a tarot reader? Is there an age limit? Is there a deadline? Is there like, okay, I'm 77 years old now, I'm going to stop? Or is it something that anybody can do from the age of 15, until they die kind of thing? Or could you even be younger than that? Leave comments below. Tell me what you think. Um, but I would like to talk about how old is too old, or is there an age? I know that I went for a reading many, many years ago. I went for a reading by a very young lady. She was probably in her 20s then, around about the same age as I was at that stage. And I found that the energy was just, wow, it was like so strong, and it was moving around the room. There was just so much bubbling energy, and it was all like the whole reading was like up here, everything just, there was incense burning, and there was like music playing in the background, and anything to like add to this like whirlwind of energy. And I do remember that the reading was like spot on. I mean, she nailed it, you know. And a few years later, because then I kind of got, I wasn't, my mind sort of went somewhere else, and I was doing a lot of other stuff. And then I got back into the whole sort of esoteric world, and the world of divination and stuff. And I went to a much older lady who was recommended to me by another older person. And of course, by this time I was older, and I probably wouldn't have felt as comfortable going to this 25 to a 25 or 22-year-old for a reading. And I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if you guys would feel like that. Leave me a comment. Anyway, I went to this older lady, and she too got everything right. I don't think that's how a tarot reading, that's not how a tarot reading works. She didn't get everything right, but you know what I mean. Kind of makes sense to me. Anyway, she got everything right. She was spot on. She kind of like hit the nail on the head, as they say. And yet, the energy that was in that room, the energy that she was working with, was calm. It was sedate. It was very encompassing. It kind of, it's going to sound really weird, but that energy almost cradled me like I was a little baby. And that energy just cradled me in its arms, and it kind of said, welcome, welcome, come and sit down, let's see what we can do. And I think it was more that placid energy, that calmness that impressed me. The lady was one of those people who worked from her kitchen, and she kind of just put the cards down, and there was no theatrics with her at all. She was like a little housewife, excuse me. She was like a little housewife, and I really, really liked that. I liked that calmness, that sedate energy that was sort of clinging to her and surrounding her. So what do you guys think? Do you think that being older gives you more life experience and more, is there more energy that you have accumulated over your many years that you can use to put into the reading? Is there more life experience that you can perhaps relate to in a reading when you are much older than, say, someone of the age of 25 who has only just started living their life, experiencing things? I'm generalizing. Come on, guys. I know there's some really old 25-year-olds out there. But do you think that this is why there is this difference? Or do you believe there is a difference? Are there people out there, you see, I've never experienced this, but are there older readers out there who have got this vortex of energy just like whizzing around, and it's like, wow, this reading is so cool? Or do you find that your older friends who are tarot readers, or the older people that you know who are tarot readers, do you find their energies a lot more subdued? And their information, the way they interpret the cards is perhaps very different from the way a 25-year-old would interpret the cards. Do you think that is because of life experience? I certainly do. I look at myself as a tarot reader, and when I do tarot readings, I have a very strange way of doing readings. I don't do sort of 10 card readings and the Celtic cross and the this and the that. My readings are very much like I would read Lenormand cards. So the way I do readings is building upon building upon building stuff. I look at my energy now as a tarot reader, and I look at my energy, say 20 years ago as a tarot reader, when I really started getting into tarot. Okay, I'm 52 now, so I was like in my 30s then. But even when I was in my 30s, the energies are completely different. I remember being quite a, I want to use the word volatile reader, and that's very apt. I was kind of like, woohoo, let's do this. Wow, there's the sort of 10 of cups. Man, you are going to like hit the jackpot kind of stuff. That was very me. I was almost over the top as a reader. But that was just me. It wasn't a shtick. It wasn't like an act. It was just the way I was. I think in those days I operated from a region way above stratus level, and now I find that with the amount of life experience I've had, I've been sad, I've experienced tragedy, I've experienced more heartbreak. I've seen people, friends of mine, who have been really, really ill and pass away, and that sort of thing. I've had wonderful experiences. I've had time to go away to a monastery and spend 4 days there, whereas when I was 30, I didn't have that privilege. So I think all this this life experience has come into my life experience, come into my life. And it's changed me as a reader. It's allowed me to put a lot more calm energy into my reading, so that I can be a lot more focused. I find that I personally am a lot more focused as a much older person than I was when I was reading tarot when I was in my 30s. Okay, I wasn't into tarot in my 20s. I didn't really know anything about it, so I can't compare that. But definitely now, my reading, the energies in my readings is a lot calmer. It's a lot more focused. Where I think when I was younger, my energy was very driven, and I don't know if that's because I was trying to prove myself to myself or to the client, but I know that I was very driven. It was kind of like this maelstrom of energy. Whereas now I look at cards, and I have a very different view on tarot, as I'm sure many of you know if you watch my videos. You'll know that I believe it's like 99% or at least 90% psychology, and the other 10% we leave up to the gods. Okay, okay. And because my outlook is like that, I see my readings in a very different light. And I think that you will do that as you get older. I do believe that you will see your readings and what you are actually doing in a very different light as you get older to what you would as a young person. Now, what have been your experiences? I love hearing from you. So tell me in the comments below what has been your experience. The other thing is go have a look at my Instagram. There's a link down below. Just click it, and it'll take you to my Instagram. Go and join my Instagram. Go and follow me on Instagram. The Instagram is a little bit new. I'm not 100% sure how to use it, but I've got a friend who's helping me. Apparently you can put videos together and little reels and things. I'm still working that one out. So go and have a look at it. Join us there as well. Join me there as well. And you know who I am. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side.